Shalom, this is Sophia, the American Maryam, and we're here to check in with the ancestors, which we have not done in a few days. We're going to see kind of what's going on um, in the spirit realm, what things that we can pick up on, and of course, what messages they have for us, especially regarding this coming week, which a lot of energy is coming in. For those who do not know, Venus is coming out of retrograde. Jupiter is going into retrograde. So it's going to be, if Venus was a look at your relationships, Jupiter will be a look at your finances and your overall comfort level and revisiting that and getting things in line. So we're just going to check in with the ancestors to see what's going on, what things we need to be paying attention to so that we can make sure that we are on task for whatever it is that's coming our way. So first off, all praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Say thank you to the Holy Mother for always being with us, guiding us, and leading us down the path of life. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahweh for the perfect example that he set, and to our beloved sister Philomena. All right, let's get it. Lots of work to be done out here, and we know Philomena is all about that work. She is for sure all about that work. So, I don't think I've made that many videos. I'm probably going to at least do this on Sundays until I get some kind of... Are these cards? Wait a minute. Okay, well, we got 9 of Cups, but I don't want these cards to be... What am I doing? Okay, that's definitely a sign. I don't know what it's a sign of. I'm getting ready to make some of these cards backwards and try to keep them upright. So the ones that do manage to get turned around are specific, but that was... All right, so something is a little bit out of order. I don't know what. That's weird. And why am I doing these this way? All right. Okay, that's something. See how it relates to the rest of this video. All right. All right, beloved saints, you have any messages for us that doesn't reveal any tactical activities that will help us in this upcoming week? I don't know what those are. And, oh, the High Priestess. Okay, our sister's on the board. Any messages that you can reveal to us that's not going to compromise any ongoing spiritual missions? Whoa. Okay, we're going to take a look at those cards. Any messages you can reveal to us that's not going to affect any ongoing missions, beloved ancestors and saints. All right. So our sisters out here. Let's see. We got the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Any more information you can provide on this for us, beloved ancestors, so we can understand what's going on in the spirit realm? For sure, our sister is working hard. She's the one that's front and center. And that was the only card that actually flipped over. Anything else going on in the spirit realm? Anything else you can reveal what's going on in the spirit realm? I would say that it's probably not a whole lot in the 4 of Cups. Oh, Tower on the bottom of the deck. So that's not affecting us, though. Somebody's getting a Tower moment, but it's not us. So I don't know why I have that right there. All right. So what I see, we are being protected, right? Our sister, the High Priestess energy, is protecting us in the High Priestess form. So it's definitely a supernatural kind of protection. And so we're going to be given our 10 of Pentacles. We're going to get our 10 of Pentacles. But I almost get the feeling like They could be trying to project onto us, since things are going to start coming in so easily. Finally, because we'll be in this high priestess manifestation mode. It's almost like they're going to try to project onto us this crying over spilled milk energy, which, if we don't handle it properly, will kind of take us into this, this position where we feel like we have to defend our home, to defend our position. And then we'll miss the helping hand of the Most High. So it's very important at this time to be in appreciation for what you receive. And if you receive it easily, and it was no, there were no delays, there was nothing blocking you from receiving what you want, then you cannot go into this kind of, energy of, oh, well, I didn't get it the hard way, so I don't deserve it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times what'll happen is, especially for people who have been through a lot of emotional turmoil over the last however many months, however many years, when things start to, when the switch is in. So let me start with that. The switch is in. We've definitely switched. we are on we are on a higher timeline. We are on a higher vibration. The switch is in, period. So if the switch is in, things are going to start coming to you easier. And if things start coming to you easier, you cannot make it hard what is easy. You don't want to go back into that old mindset that if you don't work for it, you don't deserve it, right? Because you already did the work. You already done the work. You don't have to do the work again. You don't have to do the work again. No matter what anybody says, what they try to tell you, you don't have to do the work again. You've already done the work. Why would you do the work again when you've already done it? Let me see. Any other messages for us, beloved saints, in the spirit, from the spirit realm, before we go into the physical realm? Yeah, you've already done the work, so don't feel bad. And the mother is here too. The Empress. We have the Empress and the High Priestess. And of course, the Empress is Capricorn energy. I'm sorry, Capricorn energy is the Empress. We just automatically have to put her in her place. And we got the Four of Pentacles. You have to be satisfied with what you get. That's another thing. Be satisfied. You're going to get everything you ask for. Because what happens is a lot of times, Nine of Cups, that came out. A lot of times people get what they finally, what they've been asking for, what they want. And then all of a sudden they just kind of like, they feel like, oh, well, I don't deserve it. I don't this, I don't that. It's like, no, you do deserve it. You do deserve it. If the Most High is giving you a way out of a situation, and we got strength. We got, oh my goodness, okay. We got our sister in her high priestess form and in her strength form. Right. Wow. And then we got the Two of Cups. So yeah, a lot of times people, when they get what they finally want, everything starts to come together and it's looking good. Then they feel like, well, I don't deserve it because, I didn't work hard for it. Some other, the enemy will try to take it away from you, what you get. Okay, that's what it is. We have been restored, right? If you watch my videos on my other channel, I've been talking about this. The switch already happened. The switch already happened. We've been restored. And so, because we've been restored, now the enemy is going to try to take our restoration from us and take us off the loop, the golden age loop, because we're on the golden age loop. We don't have to go back into the dark ages. We can loop continually on the golden age. We just have to pay attention to what's going on and stay in this high vibration and do the work that needs to be done. It doesn't, the golden age does not mean that there's no problems. It just means that we are able to get out of the problems using our high priestess energy, our sister, using the energy of our intuition, using the energy of, the high priestess is in the same slice as, it's in the Pisces slice, which is the world and temperance. So this is really about, keep maintaining balance and keeping the cycles going, but cycling back into the golden age. So what the enemy, what the remnants of the enemy, right? The remnants that are left are going to just try to put us into this, this feeling right here. This feeling right here when we need to be in this energy, which is typically the Nine of Cups is like, overindulging, and the Four of Pentacles is kind of like having it but not feeling like it. But in this case, this is the energy of, we do finally have all of our needs met. We do finally have the money that is ours, that we deserve. We have been restored. Both of these guys have on, kind of royal like clothing. So especially can't miss the blue and the white. That's definitely spiritual wealth, spiritual royalty, for sure. Color coding, and his thing is red and blue, which is material and physical. So we've got material, physical, spiritual, total restoration on all sides. Our friends, our family, our, everything. We got to put a full stop against this, this encroaching, anxiety. This is what this reminds me of. Anxiety. That's the word. This reminds me of anxiety, like having the cups but feeling like you don't have enough, crying over spilled milk. This is anxiety. We don't want to become anxious. Once we receive, when things start going well, we don't want to become anxious. So let me give you an example for myself and how I know the switch is on for my own self. I went to McDonald's for breakfast the other day. And when I went there, I ordered my food on the little thing so that I could get an egg and cheese biscuit. So I got my food and I just left out. Instead of getting an egg and cheese biscuit, these suckers gave me a bacon and cheese biscuit. I said, who the heck is going to eat a bacon and cheese biscuit? Like, what is that? So, but I had already left the McDonald's. I was way down the street. So I was like, okay, well, when I was at Panera, so I was like, well, when I leave out of Panera, I'm gonna go back to McDonald's, and just get them to refund me. So I go back to McDonald's, and I give the lady, because I had went inside to get my order, so I went back inside. I told the lady, I said, I know breakfast is over. I just want a refund. So she looks at my food. Clearly it's wrong, because I asked for egg and cheese, not bacon and cheese. And before I could even object to what she was doing, she had refunded me double my money, because I had got the sandwiches on buy one get one for $1, but she couldn't refund it like that. She had to refund it at full price. So I literally got a full refund on 2 sandwiches when I only paid for $1 out of second. So I got double. And it was before I could even object, because, normally I'd have been like, it's okay, you don't have to refund me all of that, because, it was before I could even object. She had already given me double my money back. So, I could have been anxiety over that, like, oh my gosh, she gave me double. What about her register? What about that? And I said, man, I'm going to give me some lunch. I didn't have to pay for breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast, and I got enough to go and give me something nice for lunch. Okay. $10 might not seem a lot to y'all, but it certainly is a lot to me right now. So I went and got me a nice little lunch somewhere, and I was like, wow, this is really great. Matter of fact, the place I went for lunch was a place I had gone to about 2 months ago when I had a few extra dollars. And the last time I went there, somebody had sent some black magic towards me. And when I got to the place, on my way to the place, my stomach started hurting really, really bad. And so when I got to the place, I could not keep any of the food down. So I had paid for it because it's not their fault. I couldn't keep any of the food down. But every bite I took, I literally threw it up. It was awful. So I said, you know what? Let me go back to that place because I really believe that it was some black magic done on me so that I would not have that enjoyment of going to that place. And I went there and I ate my food and it was delicious. It was perfect. So that's how I know, for me, the switch is in and things are rearranging themselves. And so when you notice small things like that, and I do thank the Most High for every little small thing like that, because I remember when it was hard. I remember when I'm not ever going to forget the times that were hard. You know what I mean? And you don't want to forget the times that are hard, but you don't want to live in them. See, this is a guy living in the hard times, right? This is a guy living in the hard times. You don't want to live in the hard times. You don't want to forget them, but you don't want to live in them either. And that's why I have the Knight of Wands here, kind of like, look, all of that is in the past. It's not that y'all stay on your positive stuff up here and leave that stuff behind you. All right, anything going on in the physical realm you can share with us that's not going to compromise any ongoing missions or whatever is happening in the physical realm. Beloved ancestors, any messages you can give us about what's going on in the physical realm that's not going to compromise anything ongoing. Anything going on in the physical realm that you can share with us, beloved ancestors. Anything going on in the physical realm that you can share with us. Let's see what these cards are. Ooh. Anything going on in the physical realm that you can share with us, beloved ancestors. Man, these cards are a lot. Bunches of them are trying to fall out. Any message? Okay, all right. A lot of cards fell out. All right, it's a lot going on. All right, the first card out was the Five of Wands. And then we got the Chariot. So things are moving fast. We are quickly accelerating to the next phase. All right, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which I don't think we've gotten before. What is this? 10, 16. I gotta look this up. This says the Full of Granada. 10, 15, that's 16. But what is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Is this the star? Okay, I think that's the star. And of course these shadows, these Three of Wands. We've got the Knight of Wands, double Knight of Wands. Okay. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Three of Pentacles. Okay. You don't have to come in here to take him out. He will leave out on his own. We got the Six of Cups. Dang. We got the Eight of Cups. How many eights do we have? We got the King of Swords. Whoa. We got the Page. Stop. We got the Page of Coins, Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. And we got, wow, what is this? 14? What is 14? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is Temperance. So this is really 20. Yeah, this is 20. This is Temperance. All right, it looks like Temperance. Okay, we got Temperance. Okay, let's look at some of these. Okay. So it's a lot going on in the physical realm. That's why all those cards kept trying to come out. We got 2 8s here. We got a bunch of these cards. Let's see. We're going to look up all of these. But we got the Page of Pentacles. So that's fast-moving money, fast-moving energy. Then we got the Knight of Wands, double Knight of Wands. Then we got the Three of Pentacles. Oh, I knew that was about to fall. What's going on back there? Okay. Okay. All right, let's look up. Oh, take him. Pull him out, please. Is the door locked? Lock the door, please, so I can finish. Thank you. Okay, let's look these cards up. Always with the children. We've got the Temperance card, which they call Alchemy. That's interesting. I haven't seen that card before. That's why I'm like, what is this? Okay. Daughter, the esoteric title is Daughter of the Reconcilers, the bringer forth of life. Wow. Core keywords is synthesis, combining, harmony, transmutation, and moderation. The ability to operate in two worlds at the same time. Creativity, productivity. You may find interesting ways to integrate opposing interests. Chemical imbalance, bipolar, or mania may be present. Wow. And then this one is XVI 14. No, this is 16. Okay. Is that... Oh, this is the tower. Oh, this is the tower. Oh, the Full of Granada. Okay, this is the tower. So we had the tower on the bottom of the deck. Is it still? No. We had the tower on the bottom of the deck in the spiritual realm, but that didn't affect us. Now we got the tower here on the that's out in the physical realm. It's not affecting us. The tower is not for us. The tower is for these people. Okay, now okay. So this card is the Lord of Hosts of the Mighty. Ooh, the Lord of Hosts of the Mighty. And calamity, distress, disruption, ruin, inspiration. This card typically suggests that change is fast and unexpected. Brace yourself for surprises. Emotional havoc caused by circumstances that are beyond your control. Okay, all right, now I see what's going on. I'm like, man, these are some weird cards. No, okay, so with these people, they're having a tower moment. And again, more of the people are coming to fight them. Because we have the king, we have the Five of Wands, we have the King of Swords, we have these shadows. They're fighting the shadows, right? This Three of Wands energy, these shadows that are just, they don't even know where it's coming from. Wow. Wow. And the Knight of Wands on both sides. Let me look up the Knight of Wands in this deck. Yeah, these people. Okay, so in the physical realm, I'm going to look up the Knight of Wands in a minute. You can expect to see that, I'm sorry, I'm so slow. But I like to have stuff that makes sense. Yeah. No, we have the King of Wands. I'm sorry. The King of Wands. Holy smokes. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the King of Wands. That's the King of Wands. Malik is king and Mir is knight. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So the King of Wands, the esoteric title is Lord of the Flame and Lightning, King of the Spirits of Fire, King of the Salamanders. This card suggests a person who becomes a mover and shaker of his own realm. He understands the ins and outs of corporate world and is natural born leader. This self-assertive, confident being has the ideal personality to be a strong salesperson or one who can convince others to buy into his cause. So this is who is going to be taking these people out. All right, so you have a tower moment in the corporate world where they're going to be seeing these shadows everywhere. And the Eight of Cups. Is this... Oh, we got double Eight of Cups. No, that's 9. This is 8. Oh, right, where they're walking away from it. Yeah, and they're just going to walk away. Because this is what I've been asking for. And meanwhile, for us, we've learned how to alchemize. We've become able to operate in multiple realms. And so the news is going to be coming very fast that our Eight of Pentacles is going to be restored. So you got fast moving with the Chariot that our Eight of Pentacles is going to be restored. Eight of Pentacles is the one that you're working on, right? And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is in the same slice as the King. So it's really heavy on the Pisces energy because we have Temperance, the Princess of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. These are like almost all the major. The only thing we don't have is the King of Pentacles, which is right here, and the World card, really. But already started a new cycle, so we don't need the World card because we know we've already started a new cycle. So it's heavy on the Pisces energy. So I would be looking at whenever the Pisces full moon is, maybe to see a lot of major changes coming in. I mean, we're going to get changes before then, but as the Pisces full moon comes in, I don't know when the Pisces full moon is. I don't know why I thought about that. Wait, did we just have a Pisces full moon? Oh, shucks, we just had the Pisces full moon. Did we? We just had the Pisces full moon. Holy smokes. Okay. So we just had the Pisces full moon. That is when this big change happened. Holy smokes. I can't believe that. We just had the Pisces full moon. That was last week. So the Pisces full moon brought in this whole big switch. And now these people, this is what they're going to be running from. They got people chasing them. They don't even know who they are. They're scared by the shadows in the night. They're thinking about all these people coming on the horses. The horsemen are coming in with their swords. Take them out. And this Eight of Cups is them just walking away. It's funny because you have the Eight of Cups and these people just walking away. And then you have the Six of Cups where it's like the people are just walking towards the cups that the people walked away from. And of course you have the Three of Pentacles, which is typically, a group of people working against you. But in this case, it's more like you working on yourself or reaping the harvest of your stuff. Storm warning. The storm is upon us. I've been saying that, but like clearly you can see. All right, let's check our energy. This reading is taking way too long. I'm sorry, but the messages are kind of... I'm not trying to make sure I'm hearing the right thing. I'm like, is that what I'm really actually hearing? Okay. All right, let's see. But this is really... We got the Empress out here. We got the High Priestess. We got the Strength card. We got Temperance. We got the Chariot. We got the Tower. I mean, oh, okay. Anxiety. What I tell you, please, don't become anxious. Don't drift into anxiety when you see things start working for you. That's exactly what I can't believe. That's... Beloved saints, ancestors, y'all got anything else for us energy-wise we need to pay attention that's in our energy field? I can feel the collective anxiety, of our people. I can feel it. I can see it. We don't want to be anxious. We don't want to have that anxiety. Come on now. These cards. Ancestors, y'all got anything else for us energy-wise? Indecision, exactly. We don't want to be in this energy. I feel it. I can feel it. I'm like, it's not me, so I know that it's... Oh, we're not taking all those cards. Come on now. What other things do we need to be aware of in our energy? And it's like they're throwing those things at us. Like, they're trying to make us question ourselves. Is what we're doing the right thing? That kind of stuff. Come on, ancestors. Y'all got something else? Give us a couple more. Contracts, man. Everybody's talking about contracts now. And woman holding a coin. That goes right here with the princess. So they want you in anxiety over making decisions, right? Just like I was saying, and over signing contracts. Listen, you don't have to be in anxiety over signing contracts or anything like that. You don't have to be anxiety over that. What you need to do is check with your spirit to see, use your high priestess energy. You have all of this ability to travel between the realms and to look and see what's going on. Use that stuff to make your decisions. Don't just make, like, in this is a blind contract. Do not just make a blind contract. Before you sign anything, check with your ancestors. Go into the spirit realm. It doesn't mean don't sign anything. It doesn't mean, it's like, okay, so this is the perfect example, right? I'm working on the process for dealing with the bills. And so one of the options under the Truth in Lending Act is that you can opt out of the credit reporting system. But if you opt out of the credit reporting system, then you're basically like a person who doesn't exist, because all of our existence in this realm is tied to credit. So you don't want to exercise that option. See, they want you afraid to use their system. No, this is why I made a post on Twitter and I was like, y'all keep thinking as above so below does not apply to the government. It applies exactly to the government. It's whatever you do on this physical realm applies to the celestial realm. It includes your interaction with the government. So if you're afraid of the government, if you have anxiety interacting with the government, guess what? You're going to have anxiety interacting with the Most High. Because this government is nothing but a fake carbon copy of what the Most High has up there. So if you hate the government so much that you won't interact with the government, then instead of making yourself a creditor, which changes your relationship, as a creditor, that's like an inheritor. So I'm a creditor of the government. When they come at me, if they come at me with any of their crap, I'm just gonna be like, look, actually, you don't have no right to come at me like that, because I'm not a member of your debtor system. I'm actually a creditor who's operating under duress in your debtor system. So I don't have no anxiety about signing contracts or not knowing what to do or all of that. I'm just thinking logically and reasonably. I don't want to be a sovereign person. Sovereignty is the only thing I'm a sovereign member of is of the Most High. I'm not a sovereign member of a sovereign to this system, because the Most High implemented this system for us to be successful. Why would I then turn around and leave his system that he made for us? No, that don't make no sense. And I keep trying to tell people that. They don't want to hear it, because they just, look, community. There's a community that he built for us, and the sun. It's the way that we get back to the sun. It's through the use of these different apparatus that the Most High put in place. Why wouldn't I use what he put in place? It's only people who are so, I think it's fearful, anxiety. They're anxious. They're fearful of what's going to happen. So you have to have this angel of love come in and heal some of this fear, and so that you can get into your blossoming abundance. So on my other channel, that's one of the things we're doing, is we're helping people become creditors. Because as long as you're a creditor, you're not a debtor. If you're not a debtor, then you don't have to, there's a lot of stuff they say to you, but it don't apply to you, because I'm a creditor, not a debtor. Citizens are debtors. When you say I'm a citizen, you're automatically saying you're a debtor, because you can't be a citizen of a corporation. All you can do is be a slave. So I'm not worried about signing contracts or anything else like that. Now, you're not going to get me to sign a bad contract, but I'm not going to not sign a good contract. Let's see how our energy is reflecting into the spirit realm. Because I definitely feel this anxiety. I can see it amongst people. Which is why, I was like, let me just do a reading, see what's going on. But people got to get out of this anxiety. All right, what are we reflecting into the spirit realm, beloved ancestors? What are we reflecting into the spirit realm? What's being reflected back towards us? Because remember, it's as above, so below. So whatever you're reflecting into the spirit realm is being reflected back towards you. Me, I'm not scared. I don't have no anxiety in me, but they're going to try to project that on us because they don't want us to get into our sun energy. They don't want us to get into our high priestess, our empress energy. What are we reflecting into the spirit realm? Beloved ancestors, give us a little something, 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 so we can know what we're reflecting. Let's just take this one. Will. Will. Let's see. Then we're going to pull our black money cards. That's 31. 4. 4. There's a lot of people that's been seeing 4 too. I keep seeing people talk about it. All right. Will harness intention. Will harness his intention and transform it into action. It is the resoluteness to carry on through no matter what. You're probably feeling unsure of yourself. It may seem to you that there are obstacles in your path, causing you to both doubt your own strength and wonder whether your intention or goal is right. When your willpower weakens, a mist descends and the way forward becomes unclear. Rather than carrying on, you may be frozen by doubt, fearful of plunging over impending precipice, and your doubt continues to thicken in the mist. Take an objective look at the things that are trying to draw you away from your intention. Exactly. They probably come from fear of failing, of getting it wrong, of making yourself vulnerable. But consider this. They could be based on a fear of success and all that it would mean to you. Will clears a path through the midst of hesitancy and doubt. Listen, I'm telling y'all, that is what they're going to be projecting onto us. If you haven't already started to feel it, that's exactly what it is. They are projecting this fear of success onto us. They're masking it in indecision and anxiety, and they're trying to make us willingly choose to go backwards. I'm not going backwards. We're not going backwards into the past. But that's what they're trying to willfully force you to do. So you have to use your will and, with your community to get to your coin. You have the angel of love here supporting you. You have the woman with the coin supporting you. The abundance is blossoming. It is. But you cannot let these people try and turn you backwards with their fear and their anxiety and their contracts. I'm not worried about no contracts. I'm not signing no contracts unless it's a contract that's to my benefit. And I know how to make the contracts to my benefit. That's one thing that becoming a secure creditor taught me, is how to make contracts benefit me. I don't have to be a pawn to their system. I can be a creditor. And once I'm a creditor, always a creditor. All your bills are prepaid. So anytime they send you something, they're like, oh, where we get the money from? Oh, you've already paid it because you're a creditor. You're a creditor. You have a bond on file with the government, and they got the money. They got paid in advance. And if you somehow spend all that money, then, hey, you just write another bond because you are the value. You are the one that's providing the value. All right, what's going on with our money? The ancestors let us know a little something going on. Gotta throw these black money cards out here, see what's going on with our money, with our wealth, with our pentacles. What's happening? All right, let's just take a look. We got gift with a price, and this is also the Christ card. So we got the Christ card out here. We don't have to worry. Our brother is out here making sure this thing goes smooth. Strong-willed, and this is also our marriage card. Can acquire true wisdom. This is a covetous man, and also learn and share. What you learn, you have to share it. This is our jail and grief card, but this is also success comes from maturity. See, they want you to think that you are going to jail and you're going to have this grief, and you have to reject that. No. And this is the sincere but hasty friend, and also spoken word. So it really comes down to what you speak. At this time, you have to be very intentional with how you speak. You have to, again, put out what you want. You have to say what you want. You need to physically say it. You need to physically feel it. You need to do whatever you can to put yourself in the emotion of it, because that is what is going to bring you into the next phase. All the rest of this stuff is kind of like background noise to distract you. Because if you look, this is a lot of cards. We don't usually get a lot of cards. I mean, sometimes we get a lot of cards, but this is a lot of distractions that they're trying to make you look at every which way except of what you need to be focused on, which is this right here. This high priestess, this is what you're supposed to be on. Manifesting what you want. This is literally the point of this card. They put everything out here. You got the mother to support us, right? And our brother is here, right here, the Christ card. He's here. He's in our money. See? So we have we have the mother, we have the sister, and we have the brother. Okay? They're in different realms. They're doing different things. Not usually used to seeing Christ in our money, but that's what's going on. So you have to stay focused on what it is that you want. Be very intentional. Be very specific as possible. And don't let these people with their anxiety distract you from what you need to accomplish. Because Pisces full moon was when all of this stuff was restored. And now we have to start walking in it. I could tell you way more stories just from the Pisces full moon of stuff that's happening that is like, wow, I can't believe this stuff is happening to me. So it's all good. You just have to have the willpower to get through it. And even in this will card, you see it's the sun that's throwing off all of these flares. That's exactly what's been happening. The sun has been sending us all of the codes that we need to get this stuff done, to maintain our will. You just have to pick them up and use them. You can't reject them, right? You don't want to be in this indecision of, well, should I do this? Should I do that? No indecision right now. No anxiety. Stay away from that stuff. Know that is just the enemy projecting on you. That is not your actual feeling. That is the enemy projecting on you. So I hope this message has been helpful to you. It's a lot of, the switch is here, man. The switch is here. All you have to do is step into it. So to the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High, mother, father, sister, and brother are your peace. Shalom, and we'll see you in the next video.